Today we're at Cafe Kacao in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. It is a family-owned restaurant featuring Guatemalan breakfast, lunch, and brunch. Come join us in the kitchen as they share a special recipe with us. Okay, today we are in the kitchen with Veronica Zelada and Alex Del Cid, and they are going to show us how to make
pepian de pollo.
Pepian de pollo. Alex, tell us a little bit about this dish.
Chicken pepian. It's a very traditional dish from Guatemala. It's kind of one of those dishes that have survived in Guatemala all throughout our history. So it survived the colonial era where the Spaniards were conquering our territory. So we were able to hold on to that dish along with many others.
And Veronica, you said this is a very big celebratory dish for weddings and parties. So
the three carnes pepian is the most traditional when it's any celebration like a wedding. But we cook in Guatemala every day, any day, weekday. It's the most traditional. If you go to Antigua, Guatemala, every restaurant have the pepian de pollo.
This is just a standard family style.
Yeah, it's like a beef stew, meatloaf kind of thing. You know, it's just run of the mill, but it's very good.
We can't wait to try it today. Want to show us what you have prepared?
Yes. I cut the chicken, but today I pre-cut my chicken.
Okay.
So
you usually use always a whole chicken.
Yeah, this is a whole chicken, like 3 pounds. This is 8 ounces of the sesame, 5 ounces of the pumpkin, oh my God.
Pumpkin seeds.
And 3 dried peppers, 1 onion, 3 garlic cloves, 4 tomatoes is fine. The vegetable, you want to cook any vegetable, and cilantro. Blend the cilantro and everything. When you're ready to cook with the chicken broth, this is the flavor. For me, this is the flavor.
Is cilantro used in a lot of Guatemalan recipes?
Wow, I think in Guatemala we use the cilantro every day, every dish, almost every dish.
It's the same with Vietnamese and Asian food, so I love it. It's so fresh. But have you heard that there's some people that have the gene where cilantro tastes like soap?
Mm-hmm.
So
and
feel sorry for them.
I know, I feel sorry for them too.
But yeah, this is the type of dish that just about every housewife cooks very often. You know, it's always there.
Do you know how to cook this dish?
I'm gonna learn a little bit. I'm gonna polish my knowledge with you guys.
Good to know. Okay, so let's show us what we have going on over here.
Okay. You cook the chicken. Boil the chicken, and I have already here my chicken with chicken broth. You can use nor and onion and 1 garlic, salt, and 2 bay leaf, and that's it. You can cook for 20 minutes, and you're ready to take the pepita.
Okay.
Very easy. This is very easy to do.
Sesame seed.
Yeah, the sesame seed, the chile, your onions and garlic, tomatoes, and very easy. That's why you have to get ready your chicken pre-cooked for 20 minutes.
Pour some of the chicken broth in there.
You do that. And the flavor in your pepian is the cilantro. You can do that. This is washed and fresh cilantro.
I love cilantro.
Oh my God, this is
the more the better.
Yeah, this is the flavor. While I'm cooking, I'm getting ready because in Guatemala, if you go to any restaurant, you can eat with the tiki. It's the most famous soda for me.
She said it's the most famous soda besides Coca-Cola, and
Yeah,
because it refers to the, what is it? the beautiful people
The beautiful or pretty people drink tiki.
drink tiki.
Yeah. So here you go.
Oh, thank you.
You deserve.
So is this what you put into the soup to make it thick and put all the flavor into the pepian?
Correct.
Yeah. And when you're blending, you can get your vegetable. It's delicious, and you can put a lot of vegetables. It's very healthy for family.
But the green beans are most traditional.
Yeah. And now,
Okay, we have the sauce.
if you
Ooh,
see
the sauce looks so good. It's
Yeah.
so thick.
in all my dishes, the colors and the flavors, and you can smell
Yeah.
it. You can feel the flavor.
Yeah,
It
I smell
smells
the toasted,
earthy.
the toasted sesame seed.
You can see the thickness. It have to be this thickness.
I mean, the thickness is key because it can be too
If you,
too runny or too thick.
yeah, they have to be thick.
And how long do you let this
I think 10 minutes.
simmer? Okay.
Yeah, I think 10 minutes boiling. See the thickness, and it's ready.
As we wait for the pepian to continue to simmer, Veronica's going to show us how to make fresh corn tortillas.
Yes. I start from tortillas. It's very easy. Use, you can make maseca. Use water, and that's it. If you want, you can put a little bit of the salt. Just after you, like I make a circle.
And this is decades of practice.
Oh, I know.
If you or I
She
tried
makes it
it,
look perfect. I think
we'd
we
get
have to use a
stuck.
press.
Yeah, we have to use a press.
Corn, or maize, is an important staple food in Guatemalan cuisine and has been cultivated in the region since ancient times. That's why corn tortillas is eaten with almost every meal, and Cafe Cacao serves homemade corn tortillas with everything they serve.
Look at those tortillas bubbling. That means they're
This is the
done.
perfect. When the tortilla do that, you're a
You started it
perfect
right?
tortillera.
Okay, this looks amazing.
It does.
Pepian de pollo.
Pepian de pollo.
Pepian de pollo. Wonderful. Okay, so how do we eat the rice? Does the rice go in here?
Yeah, you mix it in with
Okay.
the stew.
So I'll mix some of this rice in. The sauce looks so thick and luscious. And then the avocado.
Avocado.
Chop.
What we can do as well is dice it up with your spoon.
Yeah.
So we'll cut vertically, horizontally,
Let's see.
make some little squares.
Okay, and then you use the tortilla to catch, right?
Yeah.
Let's try this.
Yeah.
It's really good. It tastes like home. It tastes like comfort food.
It's Guatemala in your mouth.
This is Guatemala.
Yeah, I
This is
love
Guatemala in my mouth.
I
Yeah.
eat Guatemala in my mouth. I eat pepian.
Pepian de pollo. Well, thank you so much for sharing this recipe with us. We're excited to see it as a special on future menus at
Stay
Cafe.
tuned.
Yes, stay tuned. And now we will hop over and try some of the other dishes that Cafe Cacao is known for. Cafe Cacao's menu has a strong focus on Guatemalan cuisine, but the menu offers various options of Latin-inspired dishes influenced by countries like El Salvador, Mexico, and Brazil. In addition to food, Cafe Cacao has a full-service espresso bar with innovative drinks like the orange zest mocha, iced horchata latte, and our favorite, the Underberg mocha. The Cuban omelet is a fan favorite on the menu. It's a big omelet stuffed with Monterey cheese, whole black beans, with vaca frita, which is a mojo shredded beef with onions. It also comes with plantains and a cobanero sauce. Chilaquiles adobados comes with pan-fried chips and an adobo sauce topped with fried eggs, onion, feta, cilantro, sour cream, and guajillo peppers. This comes with asada meat and refried black beans. The star of the show, vaca frita pupusas. Vaca frita pupusas comes with 2 cheese and pork pupusas, topped with a Cuban-style shredded beef and onions, eggs, hollandaise, and a pork skin crumble. Hey, Jeff.
How are you?
Good.
Good.
Hi there. Today we're with Jeff Chanchaleune, owner and chef of Ma Der Lao Kitchen. Let's take a minute, go back to the kitchen, and see what Jeff is cooking us today.
All right, let's go. So first thing we're gonna make is the nam khao, which is the crispy rice salad, the most popular dish in the restaurant, and
My favorite dish.
honestly, it's probably a good intro into Lao food.
Okay, wonderful.
All right.
Crispy rice salad, or nam khao, comes with crispy seasoned rice, pork sausage, and a medley of fresh herbs such as mint, cilantro, and green onions. It comes topped off with ground chili, lime peanuts, and is served with lettuce. Tell us a little bit more about Lao food and how it is different than the other types of Asian cuisine that we have here in Oklahoma City.
So Lao food is pretty similar to Thai food. We just eat a little bit more savory and spicy. As far as Southeast Asian flavors, they're all very similar, but like I said, we do eat more savory and spicy compared to, I think, Vietnamese and Thai food. All right, next, fried chicken.
Fried chicken,
Yeah,
let's do
everybody
it.
loves fried chicken. So we do drumsticks here. I like drumsticks. So you get 5 pieces, and we cook this for about 3.5 minutes.
Okay,
So while that's going, I'll drop our Lao sausage
okay.
on the grill. So this sausage we do make in-house. There's about 20 ingredients in this, including the pork. So it's ground pork, pork belly, kaffir lime leaves, galangal, cilantro, green onions, dill, red curry, Thai chili peppers, different seasonings and spices. But yeah, total 20 ingredients, and we case it every morning.
Okay, every morning.
Yeah.
Yum,
So
that's
it's-
a lot of flavor packed
Yeah.
in there.
So very herbaceous, mildly spicy. And what I also like to tell people, there's really no wrong way to eat Lao food. It's picking your favorite bites, you know? Just make sure you have rice.
Make sure you have rice,
Yeah.
people. Okay, we did it.
Yeah.
Look at the spread.
Cheers.
Cheers. All right, let's go over what we have in front of us today.
Yeah, so first, this is the nam khao, which is a crispy rice salad, most popular dish. Usually I would start eating with that first, as far as starting with the meal.
So friendly reminder, all of these dishes can be eaten family style. So this is a great starter. You said mild in spice, and if you want that extra heat level, just take the chili peppers and
Yep, and crush it.
crush it on top.
Yeah. This is jin kai, fried chicken. So jin kai translates to fried chicken. Twice fried. You can get it naked or tossed with our galangal red curry fish sauce.
And this here is the version that's tossed with the galangal
Correct.
fish curry red sauce. And the lime is not just a garnish. You're actually supposed to use it. So you want to take it and squeeze it on top.
Yep, just like that. And then we have our sai oa, which is our Lao sausage. We make that in-house. We case it in-house as well. And then we grill it to order. About 20 ingredients in there, very herbaceous, very mild, savory.
Savory.
Yep.
And then you can see just by looking at it, it's a mixture of ground pork and pork belly. So 2 different textures and giving it really that fatty flavor that we all want.
Yeah, for sure. And
All right.
then right here we have jiao bong, which is our red roasted chili dip. I went to Portland in June of last year, so 2021, to learn this from my grandmother. Hers is my favorite, so I had to go there. Like, I'm going to visit you, but you need to teach me how to make this.
Well, that's a great takeaway.
Yeah.
Great souvenir to bring home. What's the spice level on that?
Spice level, if we're talking a 5, it's probably at least a 4 minimum.
Okay. So
Yeah.
good heat on that.
And we have another one, which is a green chili. Those are made with jalapenos. We charred, it's got fish sauce as well, and lime juice. That's probably gonna be more mild, probably a 3 out of 5.
Okay.
But this is my favorite one.
Good to know. Can't wait to try it.
And then we have the star of the restaurant. Everything revolves around sticky rice. You have to have sticky rice. Simple, but it's needed to have a complete Lao meal.
And we know how important that is here because actually there's a neon sign over the bar that says sticky rice.
Yep.
So there's no confusion. Sticky rice is important here at Ma Der.
And sticky rice is a glutinous rice, different from jasmine rice. We do have to soak this overnight to get it kind of hydrated, and then we steam it in a bamboo basket
Okay.
with no water. Or it's not soaked in water while you're cooking it.
That's kind
The
of a
steam cooks
different
it.
technique than
Yeah.
everyone's used to.
Yeah, because with jasmine rice, you would put water in there and it cooks in the water. The steam cooks it.
Right. Sounds good. Well, let's dig in. Show us. Eat with your hands.
Yep.
You get a
Don't be
spoon
afraid.
if you need it. You can ask for chopsticks, but the way to do it is to just jump right in.
Yeah.
So let's do it.
Proper way, get a pinch of rice, just like that. And you can use the chili dip,
Rice.
just like that. So it's almost kind of like, you know, eating tortillas and salsa or something like that. Very similar. Sausage, take a bite of sausage,
Oh yeah.
and then
Dip it in this.
chase it with your rice.
Rice chaser. I like the sound of that. That sausage.
Good. Herbaceous, right?
Mm-hmm. And the level of spice is so good too. Rice chaser.
That will probably linger for a little bit, the spice.
It's worth it. But that is so flavorful. It has that umami flavor
Yep, which is coming from the dried shrimp.
that makes you salivate as you're eating it.
So I do have a vegan version of this by request. Instead of dried shrimp, I use shiitake to still give it that funk. And I use vegan fish sauce.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the beers.
Yeah, so Bir Lao hasn't existed in the state, and I knew I wanted it to complete the restaurant. You know, every country pretty much has their own beer. The closest place to get Bir Lao was Dallas. So I worked with the local supermarket, and one of my friends is a distributor, and had them work together to bring that in for me. Like, I need this beer to complete my restaurant, and they made it happen.
This beer is so good. I don't know if it usually tastes slightly sweet
Yeah,
or if the food is so spicy that it tastes slightly sweet, but it
Yeah.
feels like the perfect complement.
yeah.
And let's talk about this one, the rice lager, your
Rice lager.
collaboration.
Yeah, so this is made by Lively Beer Works. Pat Lively and I have known each other for almost 10 years now. Whenever I had a food truck, and he was working I think at the time with Coop, and we just stayed connected. We have mutual friends as well, though, and one of them's a doctor. It's like, hey, I'm an investor. Do you want your own beer? It's like, I do. Let's make this happen.
You're like, glad you asked.
Yeah.
Because I am interested.
And you know, we talked about the flavor profiles of the food and what I wanted this to taste like, and they did a really great job with it because it balances out all of the food. It's really light and crisp, but flavorful at the same time.
Okay, so this rice lager is available here at Ma Der.
At Ma Der, and then I believe at the tap room, and you can get this also at Super Kacao labeled as a reindeer beer.
Reindeer beer.
Yeah,
I love
which
it.
is Reindeer is the brand of rice that they carry. They're the distributor for that rice.
Reindeer is the brand of rice I grew up eating because I know
Yep.
because my grandma would make me carry the bag of rice.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
it was so
Same.
heavy.
That's the only rice we ever ate, was reindeer.
Well, thank you so much for cooking with us today and telling us more about Lao food
Yeah.
and what all the different wonderful dishes you have here.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks for coming by.
Cheers.
Cheers.
For every dollar donated, 96 cents goes towards programming, food purchases, and neighbors served. Give now at rfbo.org.